Hello, my name is April, and welcome to the 5-Minute Grant Making Sessions. What is impact in grant and sponsor projects, and why does it matter? Is impact in research a statement, meaning being really good at telling the sponsor what they want to hear, or is it more than that? When you think about impact in research, do you think citations, conference presentations, informing policy? But what about community partnerships and changing people's lives with training, for example, building a research network, or establishing a research or service center? And what about developing a commercial product? All of these are viable forms of impact that you can add to the design of your project. When we think about impact, we usually think about quantity, but quality can be also very important. For example, we think about the number of people involved, but what about the effect on those people? We think about the number of partners, but what about the role of those partners? How exactly do they participate in the project? The number of media outlets, but what about the selection of these media outlets, the relevance of the conferences and journals and other outlets we select? The number of policymakers, but what about the action that those policymakers can take? The number of deliverables, but maybe more importantly, the longevity of those deliverables. How far into the future are they going to go? The number of researchers, including students and postdocs, and the effect on the careers of these researchers. All of these are aspects connected to impact and aspects that can be added to the design of your project. When we think about impact, it's common to think about return on investment, on the investment that the sponsor is making in the project. But when we think about return on investment, to grasp this idea, it's good to have an idea of the product of the project. When thinking about product value and impact, we can understand how they are affected by the quality of the product itself, the research focus, the methods, the deliverables, the quality of the personnel involved, their expertise, the time investment, the collaboration established between universities, community partners, private organizations, the alignment with the target audience of practitioners and participants. How does the project actually work for them? And then, of course, the alignment with readers, researchers, and influencers that are going to use the information generated by the project to their own projects in the future. The innovative aspects of the project, such as new research, testing a new tool, or having a new problem in mind. The evaluation aspect associated with the ongoing efforts of the project, not just an evaluation at the end. And then finally, a budget allocation that looks into dissemination and impact efforts specifically. What I'm actually saying here is that impact does touch into all the aspects of the project. And for that, I bring in the 8-point reviewer-centric criteria, just so you can pause your screen for a second and go through those. We have another video that covers the 8-point reviewer-centric criteria specifically. So here we are really just illustrating how impact can be associated to all the aspects of your project. These touch points with everything you're going to do in the project are there for you to explore and try to understand during the design stage. How are they connected to the project? How is impact possible throughout these 8 points? And how can you design the project for the impact to be maximized across all of these points, across the intellectual merit, the broader impact, the investigators, the environment, the budget, the evaluation? All these aspects can have some kind of impact connected to them. So in summary, what is impact in grants and sponsored projects? It's all the effects of the project to all stakeholders and those informed by the project. But the question remains, does the project have the quality to deliver? Can the project signal to the sponsor that the impact will be there during the project and at the end? Does the project have the quality to deliver? And then, of course, why does it matter? Well, for what I call real-world reasons, meaning changing people's lives, for example, competitiveness, higher impact are usually associated with higher chances of funding. Career strength. When you get a project funded with high impact, your next project will be impacted by that project, and you'll build a career with impactful projects following up on each other. This is it for today, and for the next video, we'll look into impact maximization in sponsored projects. Thank you.